one of the things in the impaired driving field, when we talk about technology and the importance of technology, we look at technology when we talk about offenders, whether it's 24/7 and electronic monitoring, or we look at interlocks, and everybody's anxious to have DADSS and get it out and get it ready and look for that technology to really have the impact that it can have. How are we doing on DADSS?
I think DADSS is at a critical point right now. There's some great progress that's been made in research and technology development. And about a year ago, there was an event here at Department of Transportation, which I like to say brought it out of the closet and let people see how much real progress has been made. But I think the biggest challenge is, how do we go from research to deployment? How do we get DADSS into vehicles? And so NHTSA, along with other safety groups, is trying to figure out a way to enhance some funding, to not just make it a research project, but let's execute, let's get this deployed. And that's a different task. How do we restructure the expertise to make sure that we move from research to deployment? And I think that's where the push has to be now, is great research progress, but we can't just have research in vehicles. We need to take that and actually figure out what's the engineering, what are the consumer acceptance issues, what are the things that needs to be done now to help us sooner rather than later make that a tool that we can have to address, a really important safety issue.
I think moving from science to application is really an important step, and a step that needs to take place. I think the public is starting to believe that new technology will overtake it. So what are we doing all this for anyway?
One of the things I always like to say is insight doesn't always lead to behavior change. So even though somebody's educated and they know what's right, doesn't mean that can necessarily always lead them to the right choice. And so one of the things that helps people is feedback. And so that's what DADSS is, that's feedback.
If you put your hand on the wheel and it doesn't start, then that's immediate feedback.
You got it.